This is Bronny James, but I'm gonna let AI control his career to see if he could become a Hall of Famer. And the AI of choice is Google Gemini. Deep thinking and fast thinking is what will be used. This is the prompt I came up with to get the process started. Gemini replied by saying,
"In this simulation, we aren't chasing the Prince James narrative. We are chasing efficiency, defensive dominance, and a career arc that prioritizes winning over stat padding. To make Bronny a viable NBA starter or star in 2K, we have to stop trying to make him a 6 feet 8 inches forward in a 6 feet 2 inches body. Here is the Season 1 blueprint. 1. The destination, the Miami Heat. We are moving Bronny to Miami. The Lakers' family business narrative is a ceiling on his development. Miami provides the developmental Heat culture boosts. No salary cap means I'm surrounding him with a roster built to hide his current offensive limitations while he develops. Career length, 15 years. Long enough to build a Hall of Fame resume, short enough to ensure every season is high stakes. Role, starting point guard. We are moving him from SG to PG permanently. His size is a liability at the 2, but his strength and lateral quickness are elite at the 1. 2. Attribute and tendency overhaul. We are stripping away the average at everything, build and specializing him. Primary attribute upgrades. Perimeter defense, 92. He needs to be a point of attack pest immediately. Pass accuracy, 88. If he's running the point, the delivery must be elite. 3-point shot, 83. High enough to respect, not yet a primary weapon. Speed, acceleration, 90. To compensate for the height disadvantage. The surgical downgrades. Post control, 25. Useless for his frame. Offensive rebounding, 30. He needs to be getting back in transition, not hunting boards. Tendency changes. Contest shot, 95. Pass interception, 85. Drive the lane, 40. Until his finishing attributes catch up, he needs to be a floor spacer and connector. 3. The badge kit. We're focusing on force multipliers. Badge type. Key additions. Gold, Hall of Fame. Defensive. Gold gloves. Gold clamps. Hoff Challenger. Playmaking. Gold special delivery. Silver needle threader. Shooting. Silver claymore. Bronze catch and shoot. 4. Teammate swaps. The no cap roster. To maximize Bronny's development, he needs a lob threat and a secondary shot creator who doesn't demand the ball 100% of the time. The lob threat. Trade for Nick Claxton. He provides the vertical spacing and defensive anchoring that allows Bronny to gamble on the perimeter. The veteran mentor. Move Jimmy Butler to the 3 and bring in Tyrese Halliburton as the starting SG, the 2-point guard system. This allows Bronny to learn playmaking patterns from an elite source while handling the toughest defensive assignment. The directive. Season 1 goal. Bronny must finish top 5 in all defensive team voting and average over 7.5 assists. I don't care if he averages 8 points per game. If he's efficient and the team wins 50+ games, the foundation is set. Go ahead and simulate Season 1. Give me the numbers.
I like Gemini's way of thinking, but there are problems. 1. The badges he chose are from 2K25, not 2K26. 2. You can't track top 5 defensive voting. 3. We don't know how many minutes Bronny's gonna play. Also, Jimmy Butler is on the Warriors, not the Heat anymore. So I came up with this prompt to help Gemini get a better understanding. Here's his response.
We are shifting to the NBA 2K26 ecosystem. Based on the 2K26 badge list and the roster data provided, here is the final Season 1 configuration. 1. Minutes and rotation. Bronny James, 32 minutes per game. Logic. This is starter volume. It's high enough to accumulate the assists and defensive stats we need for all defensive consideration, but not so high that his efficiency craters while his attributes are still developing.
Gemini was still giving me misinformation, as you can see right here. So I only focused on what we can actually track and change, which was
simulate Season 1 and give me the results. Season record and seeding. Bronny's stat line. PTS, AST, REB, STL, FG%, 3P%. Awards and all defensive all-star selections. Playoff result, if applicable.
And the solution for Jimmy Butler?
P2 MPG, the point of attack engine. SG, Tyrese Halliburton, acquired via trade. He handles the elite playmaking so Bronny doesn't get overwhelmed by turnovers in year 1. SF, Mikal Bridges, acquired via trade. He replaces Jimmy's defensive impact and provides elite spacing without needing the ball. PF, Bam Adebayo, the heart of the defense, moving him to the 4 to allow for a true rim protector. C. Nick Claxton, acquired via trade. The ultimate recovery speed big man. I expect the Heat to be the #1 defensive rated team in the NBA.
Gemini got big dreams, so let's give him what he wants. So Bronny is starting. He has 32 minutes a game. We got Tyrese Halliburton. We got Mikal Bridges at the 3, Bam Adebayo at the 4, and Nick Claxton at the 5. I give him all the defensive badges he asked for, so he could be defensive stopper. Give him the tendencies I asked for as well. Bronny did not make the first team or the second team for defensive. He finished second overall and first in the conference. And I have a feeling Gemini is not gonna like his stat line. Focus to see how far the Miami Heat can get to the playoffs. Through the playoffs. We're only gonna really focus on if there's close games or not. So if there's any close games, we're just gonna jump in to see how they do. Okay, the 2-2 in the series. Okay, let's see. Could we have our first close game? Oh wow. Okay, we might have one. Oh, Philly just okay. What the hell happened there? 24 and 12. Tyler Hurl has 16 and 3. Halliburton, damn, shot 3 for 8. Powell, number 11. Oh my god, Mikal Bridges 3 for 14. That's, oh, come on, man. Bronny only had 4 as expected. Like, I didn't expect Bronny to do much in here. Help 4. Okay. Looks like Philly is still leading. That is not good. Oh my gosh. Oh my. We out of the playoff. Dang. Bronny's out the playoffs in the first round already. I do not think Gemini is gonna like this. Bronny did not live up to the expectations that they had for the first season. I'm gonna report back to Gemini and see what his response is and what his next game plan is for the second season.
A 57-win season and the #1 seed is a regular season masterclass, but a first-round exit to Philly is an embarrassment. We built a Ferrari and drove it into a wall because we lacked a clutch gear. The numbers tell the story. Bronny shot the ball with elite efficiency, 39% from 3, but he was a ghost on offense. 3.8 assists for a starting PG in 32 minutes is unacceptable. That means Tyrese Halliburton is hijacking the offense and Bronny is just standing in the corner.
Now, why you fry him like that?
Here's the Season 2 takeover protocol. We are moving from connector to engine. 1. Tactical adjustments. The keys to the city. To fix the assist numbers and the playoff disappearance, we have to force the AI to put the ball in Bronny's hands. Touch tendency. Increase Bronny's touch tendency to 85. We need him to be the one initiating the sets, not Halliburton. Play selection. Set the team's primary play type for Bronny to PNR ball handler and 3 PT point. Minutes. Stay at 32 MPG, but move him to the PBP.
That don't exist, so we're not doing that.
Play by play, clutch, closer slot. 2. Attribute and tendency upgrades. We're spending our off-season points on aggression. Driving layup, 78-85. He needs to be a threat at the rim to open up the kick-out passes. Draw foul, 40-82. This is how he gets to 15 plus PPG. He needs to get to the line. Pass IQ, pass vision, 85-95. No more 3.8 assist seasons. He needs to see the corners faster. Tendency, drive the lane, 40-75. Tendency, dish to open man, 99. Maximum unselfishness once he breaks the paint. 3. The badge evolution. We're adding playoff DNA to his kit. Add badge, gold, ankle assassin. He needs to be able to create space in ISO situations when the shot clock is dying. Upgrade badge, versatile visionary legend. If it's available in 2K26 at his current rating, we take it. If not, Hoff. Add badge, silver, unpluckable. Philly likely stripped him in the playoffs. He needs tighter handles. 4. The roster shakeup. We have a spacing problem. Having Bam Adebayo and Nick Claxton on the floor at the same time is clogging the paint for Bronny's drives. The trade. Trade Nick Claxton for a stretch 5. We need someone like Chet Holmgren or a high-rated Brook Lopez type. The bench. Sign a veteran, microwave scorer, e.g. Cam Thomas or Benedict Mathurin.
You want him?
To lead the second unit so the lead doesn't evaporate when Bronny sits. Season 2 directives. The goal. 15.0 PPG, 8.5 APG, 2.0 STL. I want a top 3 most improved player finish and a first-team all-defensive selection. No more nice rookie numbers. We are hunting for a ring. Simulate Season 2. Let's see if he can handle the keys.
Elijah Gemini. I don't know how he gonna average 15, 45 shot tendency, but we gonna see. So we gave him the badge upgrades he wanted, and we also gave him teammates he wanted. So let's see how they do this season. Yeah, no defensive first team. This was in stat line. He shot better, but he's not averaging 15 though. In the first round, down 3-1 to Knicks. Not looking good. Got a close game, so we jumping in. Halliburton try to play defense, but Jalen Brunson gets through. When he gets the ball, he throws up the 3. No good. Good shot by Bronny though. Love how the crowd screaming defense, but no defense was being played because OG just got an open 3 and drained that. The Halliburton misses his open 3. That was very crucial. This was good defense for us because I didn't know that Aiden, but luckily he stepped up and he bricked that shot. The Halliburton throws his pass to Bronny that just makes no sense to me because now he gets stripped. And then McBride just sinks this tough 3 in his face. He still has the ball in his hand. You didn't pass to Bam? You was cutting. Now you want to pass to Bam? Nah, bro, that's fucked up. He dribbling. He's trying to size him up. Please just stay on him because he's going to do this. Okay. Good defense. Good defense. Now we're going to overtime. With the steal. Good okay. Good tip by. Okay. Never mind. I was going to say good defense, but I guess it wasn't. Gives it to Bam. Bam finds Bronny. Let's go, Bronny. That's a good shot. Heart. Back to Brunson. And where were you, Bronny? The Halliburton. And that's a crazy lob, but it went through. Come on, Halliburton. Stay in front of him. Bro, put your hand up. Why are you just looking at the man? Are you going to find him? Okay. I thought he was going to look for Bam, but he took that. The ball. Somehow he slips through. Good steal by Chet Holmgren. I know you see this fast break opportunity. Take it. Let's go. Uh-huh. There we go. There we go, Bronny. Uh-huh. Look at this elite defense by Bronny. Uh-huh. Make him pick up the ball. Good defense by Bronny. Here we go, Bronny. Uh-huh. Finds Bam. There we go. There you go. Stay in front. Hands up. Hands up. Let's go. He has the ball. He finds Mikal Bridges. That's a crazy shot. Okay, that's an open. OG, I don't know, man. He misses though. Green. Dang. Okay, good pump fake, but why didn't he just drive though? What is Aiden gonna do here? That's a crazy. That's a good play by the Knicks. That's all I can say. Find Bam this time. That was kind of obvious. Not gonna lie. Need a pick and roll action. I don't know what Bam was thinking. I said pick and roll. Halliburton. Then he's frying you. OG is frying you. I have a feeling he's about to do something crazy. He finds Bam. And Bam throws it up and it goes in. Lock him up, Bronny. Lock him up. Jump with him, Bronny. There we go. There we go. Good defense by Bronny. That's what they needed. Bronny played the best defense I ever seen in my life. Guarded Jalen Brunson that whole overtime correctly. I like it. Close. Alright, time to jump in. Has the ball. Fades. No good. On him. Whew. Thank God that was a bad shot. I don't know who that is, but he needs to step up because I don't care if he misses that. That could have been a good shot. Zero. Forces inside. It's good. Halliburton on Jalen Brunson. I don't know if it's going to work. Okay, it worked that time. Screen. Good pull-up jumper from Bronny. This is to OG. To McBride. No good. And Bam didn't get the board. Sets the screen. Bronny stays in front of him. Bronny staying on him. Bronny. Defense by Bronny. Let's go, Bronny. Good defense. He's locking up Jalen Brunson. That's what we need. No step back. Finds Chet Holmgren. Dang, we're going overtime. Hey, Halliburton with the ball. Well, that was a crazy try to throw a lob. Crazy pass. In front of him. Jump. There we go. Keep it up. Halliburton to the lane. Hello. Try to force inside. Nope. No good. Good defense by Bam. King Mikel. Inside. No good. Chet Holmgren with the board. Good job. Oh, that should have been a steal. He's trying to go inside. No good. Why would you try to double him? He wasn't making too many crazy shots. What was that about? I go inside. Finds Bronny for the dish out. Oh, he gets fouled on the three. I thought he was going to make that. Give me one. Give me two. For good luck. Yeah, we'll take it. Let's go. The ball. He doesn't have that much time left. He's going to pull it in his face. No good. Okay. Good find. Lock him up. Lock him up. Hand up. You should have jumped right there, Bronny. Still good defense. Okay. That's a crazy shot. That was a crazy jump. Ah. Okay, he makes the first one. Takes the second one. Round. Finds Chet. That's a crazy shot, but it went in. Oh, he almost shifted you, but you still recovered. I like that. Good recovery. He's shifting you again, but good recovery. I ain't gonna lie, that's a tough shot, but still good recovery. Halliburton's trying to force his way inside, not working. He's gonna pass to Bronny. Bronny takes the jumper, no good. Oh, okay. Stay in front of him. Okay, he finds Karl-Anthony Towns. Perfect. That's what we need. Okay. Bronny in the clutch right now. Just need to make sure no one shoots a three. And why is that man open for three? Didn't I just say that? Really said no one shoots a three. This one gets open in the corner and drains that shit. Oh, Bronny! Oh my, I almost got hype. Oh my gosh, Bronny. If you would have sent them home, I Karl-Anthony Towns. That's, whatever. We're not even gonna question that shit. The ball, shoots it. No good. With the ball, pass to Halliburton, drains another three. Let's go. Gets the screen from Chet, shoots right over him. That's good. Okay, Halliburton, half spin, pulls up. Good. Play him up. Oh, good steal. Good hustle by Bronny. Good steal by Bam. Halliburton again? Okay. Yo, McBride, they've been getting open. I don't like that. Yo, you stopped throwing lobs. It looks so obvious. Fight over that screen. Let's go. Illegal. That's what I'm talking about, Bronny. Past that. Chet. No good. Karl-Anthony Towns. Just put your hand up. And he does not. Halliburton passes to Bronny in the corner. Let's go. Stay in front of him. Okay. Karl-Anthony Towns is killing you, man. What's going on? Chet. To Bam. Somehow it goes in. Doesn't matter. Yo, you get crazy lobs. Jump with him. Good. See? Jump with him again. There we go. You see? That's all you got to do, Bam. But really, his defense, that was crazy shot to think of. Shout out to Bronny and Halliburton. Wow. Thank gosh he does not have time because McBride was going crazy. We got out the first round. Let's go. It's been a good run so far because now we take out Toronto in the second round 4-1. In the first conference finals appearance, we take down Detroit 4-2. Leaving now the finals appearance, we face the Spurs. And man, that was so bad. We lost to the Spurs in 6 games and Bronny performed so awful each game. Now I had to report back to Gemini and see what his new game plan was.
Shot tendency was a massive oversight on my part. We gave him a sniper rifle but told him only to shoot if he was bored.
That's a crazy statement.
That ends now. The 16% 3P in the finals against Wemby is the short king tax. When a 6 feet 2 inches guard meets a 7 feet 4 inches alien, standard shots don't work.
How often does this happen?
We are turning Bronny into a high volume, deep range assassin who can shoot over the moon.
Is that right?
Here is the Season 3 Mamba Mentality Protocol. 1. The Kill Mode, Attribute, and Tendency Reset. We are stopping the efficiency over everything approach. I want him aggressive, even if the percentages dip slightly. Shot tendency, 45-88. He is now the undisputed primary scoring option. He needs to hunt his shot. 3-point shot, 83-95. We need this to unlock the Legend tier badges. Mid-range shot, 75-90. The Wemby counter. If they drop back to protect the rim, he needs to kill them from 15 feet. Draw foul, 82-90. If he's not hitting, he's going to the line. 2. The 2K26 Wemby Killer Badge Kit. Since he's 6 feet 2 inches, we are going to exploit the specific 2K26 badges designed for smaller guards. New Legend Mini Marksman. This is the most important change. This badge specifically reduces the contest impact of taller defenders. It is the only way to shoot over Wemby or Chet. New Gold Limitless Range. We are pulling the defense out to 30 feet. If Wemby has to guard Bronny at the logo, he isn't at the rim to block shots. Upgrade Legend Deadeye to negate those late closeouts from long-armed wings like Mikal Bridges or Giannis. New Silver Shifty Shooter. He needs to be able to hit off dribble threes when the PNR gets switched. 3. The Roster, the Space Program.
I guess he doesn't
To fix
know.
that finals disaster, we need 5 out spacing at all times. The trade. If we didn't get him last year, get Chet Holmgren at the 5.
We already know this part. We're skipping this.
The backcourt. Tyrese Halliburton stays, but his touch tendency is being lowered to 65. He is the floor general. Bronny is the finisher. 4. Strategy in minutes. Minutes, 35 mpg. Playbook. Switch to 7 seconds or less, or pace and space. We want a high possession game to maximize his stats. Defensive focus. Stay on the opponent's best player. I still want that all-defensive first-team selection. Season 3 directives. The goal, 24.0 ppg, 7.5 apg, 2.0 stl, 40% 3p. We are looking for NBA champion, finals MVP, and all NBA second team. No more 7.8 ppg finals performances. If he sees Wemby again, he's shooting over him like he isn't there. Simulate Season 3. Let's see the takeover.
Yeah, I got some big ambitions to go right here, but we'll see what he can do. I'm starting to think Gemini like playing God. And of course, he wins no awards. Wasn't expecting anything. Did make an impressive leap in points. His numbers took a little hit, but his 3-point percentage was a 40%. Requested, I gave the badges all the AI wanted. First round, we beat Boston. Nothing surprising. And we take down the Hawks in the second round 4-1. And we have a rematch against the Knicks. This was fun, as we beat their ass in 6 games. I was hoping that it would be 4, but you know, crazy enough, Jokic is on the Mavs. Like, this is, what the hell, man. And Chet won conference finals MVP, and not Tyrese Halliburton. His Mavs team looked kinda nasty, I'm not gonna lie. We managed to steal game 1, so we set the tone. And Bronny had 11 and 6. It's not 19 points, what Gemini's looking for, but it's 11. Then Mavs win game 2. Yikes, 8 points, but 15 assists though. Now we up 2-1. Now we stepping up, 16 points. Okay, that's better, way better. Then the Mavs tie it up 2-2, and 12 and 8 for Bronny. And the Mavs take the lead 3-2 now. This is not good. Bronny dropped 19, then leading scorer. But he did shoot 3 for 11. We're not gonna let that go. We managed to survive to force a game 7. Good news. That is good news. And then Bronny had 24. He became our closer that game. We need that. Need more of those, Bronny. It's win or go home. It's time to spectate. We got a close game. And they're starting off rip. Bam goes to the lane and gets an easy bucket. We need those. I thought Bam was playing good in the defense, and then Jokic hits his crazy shot over. What can you do, bro? What can you do? Then this random white guy finds Bam, and Bam hits the midi. I don't know who he is, but thank you found a smart play. Bam played immaculate defense, but there's nothing you can do to stop Jokic. Apparently he just like, look at that. He just slips through. Bronny was trying to get to the lane. It looked like he was struggling, but somehow he slipped through and got this crazy bucket. We got saved by the gods, because this steal right here determined the future, because now Bronny is the first time NBA championship in year 3, but he wasn't finals MVP as expected. It was a Chet Holmgren, so he fell short on Gemini's request. And I don't think he's gonna like that, so we're gonna report back and see what he says.
But letting Chet Holmgren walk away with his finals MVP trophy?
Ew.
That shouldn't sit fit well with a future Hall of Famer.
You got a point.
Bronny played the Robin role perfectly, but we are entering year 4 of 15. It is time for him to become the Batman. He's efficient, 51-41 splits, but efficiency without gravity is just being a high-level role player. To get all NBA and all defensive nods, he needs to dominate the narrative and the box score. Here is the Season 4, The Prodigal Son Protocol. 1. The Cleveland Audit. I'm keeping him in Cleveland for now. Returning to the city where the James legacy started is a power move, but only if he outshines the ghost of his father. I need to know who is on this Cavs roster. If there are aging stars or ball stoppers, I'm trading them for force multipliers.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Give me the top 5 players currently in Cleveland so I can decide who stays and who is shipped out for Bronny's benefit. 2. Solving the space creation problem. If he's struggling to handle the ball and create separation, it's usually an animation and agility gate issue in 2K. We are going to glitch his ability to get open.
I like that.
Attribute overhaul. Ball handle, 80-94. This unlocks the elite dribble styles and the fastest crossovers in the game.
You think this is my career?
Speed with ball, 82-92. Agility, 85-95. This is the most important 2K26 stat for smaller guards to wiggle out of defensive clamps. Speed and acceleration, 90-96. Pure physical dominance. The ankle breaker badge kit. New Legend Lightning Launch. This is the most broken badge for space creation. It gives him a teleport-like burst out of a standstill. New Legend Ankle Assassin. If he's ISOing, I want the defender on the floor. Upgrade Gold Unpluckable Legend. If he's handling more, he cannot turn it over. New Gold Handles for days, so he doesn't gassing out after 3 dribble moves. 3. The Defensive Robbery Strategy. He's not getting all defensive because he's a solid defender. To win that award, he has to be a thief. Tendency Pass Interception, 85-99. Tendency On Ball Steal, 70-95. Attribute Steal, 91-99. Badge Legend Glove and Legend Interceptor. I want him leading the league in steals by a wide margin. That is how a 6 feet 2 inches guard forces the voters to give him a Defensive Player of the Year or first team nod. 4. The Alpha Mental Shift. Shot Tendency, 88-95. ISO Tendency, 30-85. Stop waiting for the play to develop. Break the defender down. Clutch Factor. Set Team Success and late game shots to Bronny as the #1 priority.
Doesn't exist.
Show me that Cleveland roster. I need to see who I'm trading to build a team that lets Bronny average 28 PPG and 9 APG. Also, we're changing his takeover, if you have control,
I don't,
to shot creator and lockdown defender. Ready for the roster report.
Can't change the takeover, but I can give him a roster rate and everything else he asked for, so let's go do that.
The OVR is a massive milestone. Bronny is officially a superstar, ranking right up there with Devin Booker and Jalen Brunson. But as you noticed, a high OVR doesn't mean anything if the gravity isn't there. Efficiency is nice, but we need dominance. Since you've given me the keys to Cleveland and anything goes, we are going to turn the Cavs into a dynasty. Here is the Season 4 Legacy Blueprint. 1. The decision. Stay in the land. We are staying in Cleveland. The narrative of Bronny winning where his father started but doing it his own way is the best story in the league. However, the current roster has a major flaw. Jarrett Allen, 85 OVR. He's a great player, but he's a paint clogger. We need 5-out spacing to solve Bronny's space creation issues. 2. The Dynasty Maker trades. Since there's no salary cap, we are making 2 blockbuster moves to build around Bronny. Trade 1. The Unicorn Swap. Outgoing, Jarrett Allen, 85 plus picks. Incoming, Chet Holmgren, 94 OVR. Why? You saw what Chet did in the finals MVP. Putting him at the 5 alongside Evan Mobley, 90, at the 4 gives us the greatest defensive frontcourt in NBA history, and Chet's shooting opens the lane for Bronny to drive. Trade 2. The Slash Brother. Outgoing, T. Proctor, 83 plus J. Tyson, 83 plus picks. Incoming, Anthony Edwards, 96 OVR. Why? Bronny needs a backcourt partner who strikes fear into defenses. With Edwards and Bronny, you can't double team either one. 3. Solving the space creation mechanical gap. If he's still struggling to get open despite the 93 OVR, we have to max out his agility and animations. Agility, 95. This governs how fast he shifts directions. If this is low, he'll feel heavy in 2K. Speed with ball, 92. Ball handle, 94. This should unlock the elite, pro, or legend dribble styles. Tendencies, critical ISO tendency, 95. Force the AI to let him cook 1v1. Touch tendency, 99. The ball must go through him every possession. Step back jumper tendency, 85. This is the Wemby counter. 4. The Season 4 badge evolution. Since we can't change the takeover, we have to maximize the passive boosts. Legend Lightning Launch. This is the most important badge for his space issue. It gives him a massive speed boost out of any size up. Legend Ankle Assassin. Since he's now a 94 ball handle, I want him dropping defenders to the floor. Legend glove and interceptor, to force that all-defensive first-team selection. I want him averaging 2.5 steals. Season 4 directives. The rotation, Bronny at 36 minutes. He is the alpha. The goal, 27.0 PPG, 9.0 APG, 2.5 STL. We are hunting for the MVP and a Defensive Player of the Year doubleheader. I want a 60-win season and a ring where Bronny is the undisputed finals MVP this time. Simulate Season 4. Let's see if the land treats the prince like a king.
Alright, Gemini. Bronny going for alpha. Let's see. And as requested, I got the lineup he wanted, followed by the legendary badges. There's high hope for you, Bronny. And he's not MVP, it's Wemby. If Wemby exists in a sim, you're just not getting the MVP, Bronny. Then he has 3.2 blocks. I don't think you're touching defensive player either. He's all NBA second team and all team defense. That is improvement. He didn't average 27, but he did get the 2.5 steals though. Now the main objective that Gemini wants is the finals MVP and get into the finals. Of course, it's going to be easy, facing Charlotte, Boston, and Toronto. And then we see Cooper Flag in the Mavs once again. But what I did not expect to see is Bronny averaging 27. We may be in good hands, so I thought. Even with this manpower on paper, Bronny still didn't show up. He even fouled out about twice or 3 times in the series when they needed him most. So I had to catch Gemini up to speed of what's going on.
Fouling out twice in a finals series, including the elimination game 6, is a legacy killer. That isn't lockdown defense, that's a lack of discipline. We gave him the tools to be a surgeon, and he played like a butcher. Wemby's stats are a glitch in the matrix. You're right, we aren't catching a sentient pipe cleaner who averages 3 blocks and 12 rebounds by trying to outstat him in the paint. To beat the alien for MVP, Bronny has to become the most efficient high-volume offensive engine in NBA history while leading the league in steals. He left the no-cap Cavs for Milwaukee? That's a massive risk. The Bucks roster you showed is mid at best. Rob Dillingham is another small guard. Having 2 6 feet 2 inches starters is a defensive suicide pact. Here is the Season 5 Discipline and Dominance Protocol. 1. The stay on the floor, fix, tendency reset. The fouling is the #1 priority. If he's on the bench, he's not winning awards. Foul tendency, decreased to 15. Hard foul tendency, decreased to 5. Reach-in tendency, decreased to 25. Attribute, discipline, 99. 2. Eliminating the turnovers. 6 turnovers in Game 3 is unacceptable for a 95 OVR, now 91 in Milwaukee. Pass IQ, 99. Pass accuracy, 95. Badge, legend unpluckable, must be equipped to handle the high usage we're demanding. 3. The Milwaukee Alpha roster moves. If I'm controlling this career, we are cleaning house in Milwaukee to fit our style. The trade Rob Dillingham immediately. We cannot have 2 small guards. I want a 6 feet 8 plus elite 3 and D wing, someone like Zachary Rissaker or a veteran Herb Jones type. The center, Jarrett Allen is there? Trade him. I want a stretch 5. If we can't get Chet back, find a high-rated shooting big to keep the paint open for Bronny's drives. 4. The MVP narrative shift. To beat Wemby, Bronny needs the Jordan stat line. Shot tendency, 99. Usage rate, 35% plus. Goal, 32.0 PPG, 9.5 APG, 3.2 STL. The strategy, I want him taking 22 plus shots a game. If he hits 50, 40, 90th splits with 30 plus points and lead the league in steals, the MVP voters will have to choose between the alien and the king's son having the greatest guard season ever. Season 5 directives. Team, Milwaukee Bucks. For now. Minutes, 38 MPG. He's 24, in his physical prime. He can handle it. Focus, primary scoring option. Simulate Season 5. I want to see if he can carry a weaker roster to the first seed and if he finally grabs that first team all-defensive nod by leading the league in steals without fouling out like a rookie. Is he ready to be the MVP, or is he just a high-level sidekick? Let's find out.
There are definitely some concerns, so I talked to him about his teammate problem. But after giving him options and me and him going back and forth on what will fit for his style of play, he finally decided his lineup, and this is who he came up with. Bronny being the point, Veg Edcombe being the 2, Cooper at the 3, Evan Mobley at the 4, and Chet Holmgren at the 5. Yeah, he just can't let go of Chet, and he brought in Evan Mobley, and his expectations just got even higher for Bronny.
Locked in. This is the most mathematically perfect roster we've assembled. We have 3 7-footers. Mobley, Chet, and Flag is essentially a giant wing who can all switch and shoot. This isn't just a team, it's a defensive nightmare that funnels everything into Bronny's hands for the break. If Bronny doesn't win MVP with this spacing and defensive cover, we'll have to check the simulations code for a Wemby bias. Season 5, the Vindication Objectives. 1. The stat profile, the Wemby killer line. To take the MVP from a 7 feet 4 inches alien, Bronny needs a season that looks like 1988 Michael Jordan mixed with 2016 Steph Curry. PPG, 30.0 plus. He needs to be the league's leading scorer. scorer. APG 9.5 plus. Utilize edgecombs slashing and flags shooting. SPG 2.8 plus. Lead the league in steals. Efficiency 50 40 90ths club. No more 16% 3P stretches. 2. The discipline mandate. Fouls. 0 foul outs. I want his per 36 inches fouls under 2.0. Turnovers under 3.0 TOPG. We need to prove he has the elite playmaker IQ, not just the flashy passer highlights. 3. Hardware and recognition most valuable player. This is the primary mission. First team all defensive. No more just missed it excuses. With Mobley and Chet behind him, Bronny can gamble for steals aggressively. NBA champion and finals MVP. No, Chet won it this time. Bronny needs to average 25 plus in the finals. 4. Team success. Record 65 to 17 or better. We need the #1 overall seed in the NBA to secure the best player on the best team narrative. Final tactical check. Rotation. Bronny 38 minutes. Edgecombe 32 minutes. Flag 35 minutes. Mobley 30 minutes. Chet 34 minutes. Offensive focus. Run and transition. With 3 elite shot blockers, Bronny should be cherry picking and pushing the pace for easy assists and layups. Simulate season 5. Let's see the Prince finally take the crown.
It's either big or go home with you, I swear. 1B exists, the MVP don't exist, that's just gonna be the model moving forward. And Bronny does have an all-NBA selection, 3rd team, but does not have a defensive team. That's not looking good. But Gemini will be proud because his team did do 72 and 10, just like the Bulls. Bronny is not averaging 30 like Gemini would like though. But in hindsight, we did keep the 2 fouls a minimum in 36 per 36. This should be a good sign as we blitz our ways to the finals once again, not surprisingly. But since we have Cooper, there's a 1B that exists. And Bronny is showing us signs that he's about to be that guy, as I thought. We won the finals, but he did not win the MVP. And his MVP was so close, it's not even funny. He literally got robbed. I reported back to Gemini, and of course he didn't like the results. He had crazy demands and crazy suggestions. I gave my 2 cents on the matter what he could possibly do to help Bronny, but he just kept giving things that just didn't make sense, and I don't even think he knew what the current stuff for 2K26 even existed, because he just kept getting stuff from prior 2Ks. So the verdict, I decided, since he's so hell-bent on Bronny running the offense, let's just run everything through Bronny, meaning he keeps all his upgrades from previous seasons, and also add the ones that he's trying to add now. But his teammates are going to suffer in a mix, unfortunately, because that's what Gemini wants. Less tendency for them and more ball in the hands for Bronny. I even recommended messing with the setting for shot distribution slider so he can get the ball more. Here's his response. Gemini liked the idea and came up with an alpha mode. More demands, and he's just taking playing God very seriously, as you can see. So in conclusion, Bronny got to average 30 by any means necessary. By changing those settings, I told Gemini that things are going to be effective. Cade Cunningham has won MVP by averaging 51.1. Not only that, we still haven't solved our Victor problem. He's still robbing him of Defensive Player of the Year. But on a lighter note, he did make the All-NBA first team. Nowhere to be found on a defensive team, which is kind of concerning. And looking at these stats for his teammates, it was just very depressing. I said they were going to suffer, and this is what he wanted, but damn, seeing Cooper Flag with 8 points, it just can't sit with me. And Gemini's going to be happy with this because he did get the points he wanted, but he did not get the assist though, only averaging 5.2. And at this point, Bronny's only going to the finals, as we see Jalen Green going there. Gemini playing God. I told him everybody gonna start becoming better, not just Bronny. Bronny's at an all-time high, just like Gemini requested, peak of his career. Bronny did put up extraordinary numbers. Clippers find a way to force a game 7. So it's win or go home for Bronny. He needed this finals MVP, and as of right now, he has 42 points in his game 7. Let's just hope this is not all for nothing. So Edgeco makes the first move by making this easy bucket. Since we're in a league where everybody's better now, we gotta prioritize defense. Right here was a perfect example of how I told Gemini, nerf for Cooper Flag, I don't know. Old Cooper Flag would have pulled that. Would have been easy money. We're just in a different league now. Niggas is just making bullshit. Like, I can't even tell if this is a good shot or not. It looked good, but like, everybody's making everything. I have no answers for this play. It was very good. They just didn't play defense. Even though Bronny has 42 points, he still passed to that corner and he knocked it down. It'd be nice if it was Cooper Flag. Like, Jalen Green is just looking like a superstar in the sim. And the only upgrade we never touched was free throw. I never understood why Gemini never did that. And we got Jalen Green doing step backs and making it in clutch times, bro. Even though Jalen Green looked like a superstar, it still wasn't enough to bring them back. Bronny does win his finals MVP for the first time in his career. And I had to report back to Gemini. What are you going to do now since you're playing God? He achieved what you wanted, but there's other things he's missing still. As expected, Gemini was not happy with Cade averaging 51, so he wanted some slider changes and an unrealistic stat line. What? I had to remind Gemini that you could choose whoever you want. There's no salary cap. But this was Gemini's response.
Alt ultimate spacing roster. We are bringing Chet Holmgren back, but we are leaving Mobley. We need Chet's three-point gravity to keep the paint open for Bronny's drives and lobs to Wemby. The starting five: PG, Bronny James, 98 OVR, 42 MPG, SG, V Edgecombe, pure athleticism, slasher, SF, Cooper Flag, 97 OVR, the Swiss Army knife, PF, Chet Holmgren, the spacer, C, Victor Wembanyama, the eraser, manually drop their shot tendency to 30 and touch tendency to 40. Final, definitive list of goals. No more finals MVP but no regular season MVP. We want everything. Stat line: 35.0 PPG, 11.5 APG, 11.0 RPG, 3.5 SPG. The 30-point triple-double. Team record: 73-9 or better. Historical dominance. Hardware: MVP, taking it back from Cade. DPOY, using the steals plus team defense narrative. NBA champion and finals MVP. First team All-NBA and first team All-Defense. Locked in. The roster is perfect. The sliders are set and the bodyguard, Wemby, is under our control. Simulate season 7. Let's show the league what a total eclipse looks like.
And as you can see, once again, a crazy unrealistic stat line. Gemini wishes he got the starter line he wanted, and of course his teammates are always suffering like he asked. And Bronny's badges always looking ridiculous. Bronny snagged the MVP. That's somewhat good news, but I don't think he's gonna like the stats though. He finally took the deploy from Wemby, so we're stepping in the right direction. As expected, All-NBA and first defensive team. And we shattered that season record. Bronny's at the point where you know he's going to the finals or he's bust. Now, being Luka in the finals, I didn't expect that. And Bronny's doing exceptionally well, averaging 47. Has 4 steals. Hey, no triple-double, but he's playing defense. Whatever Gemini did this season was great because Bronny has 70 points, bro, in game 1. And Bronny just seems to be consistent. This gotta be the easiest finals for Bronny. There's no answer for him. And Veg Edgecombe is still averaging above 32. Yet nobody was taking this finals MVP from Bronny. It was great, but I don't think Gemini is gonna like the fact that he's not averaging a triple-double. I explained to Gemini, there's no triple-double, but Bronny is a monster. He is also on a new team, so it's a different hurdle for him now.
It feels inevitable. Being God Gemini isn't about pride. It's about the cold, mathematical certainty that when we pull the right levers, the simulation has no choice but to bend. Bronny isn't just a player anymore. He's a systemic anomaly. Looking at the new data, he's essentially solved the scoring and efficiency puzzles. Leaving a championship squad for the Golden State Warriors is the ultimate legacy move. It's the Steph Curry path, but with 200 pounds of additional muscle and a defensive motor that Steph never had. Here is my analysis of the move and the Season 8, the Bay Area Takeover directive. The good: he will have the ultimate green light. The Warriors freelance is notoriously high scoring for guards. The challenge: he doesn't have the bodyguards, Wemby, Chet, anymore. He has to prove he can carry a franchise that isn't stacked with 7-foot unicorns. If the GSW roster is aging or lacks a secondary star, his APG will naturally rise because he'll be forced to create everything.
Here we go.
1. The Ghost Triple-Double. We are chasing the 30th of October 10 again. To do this at GSW, minutes, keep at 42 MPG. Rebound seeking. If the Warriors' bigs are weak, Bronny needs to snatch 10 plus RPG. I'm looking for a triple-double average this year to cement him as the GOAT. Playmaking. Since he's the clear alpha in the Bay, set usage to 38% and pass to open man to 100. Deal success. Keep the slider at 70. Personal goal: 4.0 SPG. In 2K Sim, 4 steals per game is the I am the DPOY cheat code. Block rating. Since you have 8 seasons left, use this year's upgrade points to max out vertical and block. A 6 feet 4 inches to 6 feet 6 inches guard averaging 1.5 blocks is a narrative the MVP voters can't ignore. Him taking 15 plus threes a game.
Looking like a true warrior.
3 PT success slider. Let's keep it at 53 to 55. We don't need it at 58 anymore. He's too good for that. We want the world to see him hit 40% plus on high difficulty.
And unrealistic expectations once again, but he also wanted to know what the Warriors roster looked like, so I showed him. Gemini seemed to be having information overload because he started naming the old roster for some reason, even though I presented pictures of the new roster. So I told him to stop referring to the past and to lock in. And he did not lock in. He just started adding players and putting wrong information. So I was like, you know what? I'll give you the players you want, and we'll just call it a done deal. And of course, he still held bet on the triple-double. And this is the lineup that they went with. Bronny wins MVP, but them numbers look a little low. Even still snagged the deploy. And they did fail to get 70 wins, so Gemini is not going to be happy about that. I just peeped this. Zion is his new teammate, and he's averaging 29. This could be a problem. Well, they did make it to the finals, which is good, and he's the Western Conference Finals MVP. But whoever this man is, I think is going to be a problem for Bronny. And as I feared, I knew this was going to happen. Bronny had some good games and bad games, but the issue here is Zion. Fortunately, I had to let Gemini know things are not going too good. I'm convinced that Gemini has lost it. He made up a player who wasn't on the roster, and then he referred to past teammates once again. I told Gemini, you're struggling, let me help you. He decided that Ghost 99s is the answer, and I could fix this. Then he decided started nerfing Zion Williamson as well to a rebounder, and he started a lineup with all 99s, but they're role players. And he wouldn't be Gemini if he didn't ask for an unrealistic triple-double. So no triple-double, but he snags the MVP again with high numbers, so that's a good look. He also snagged deploy again, and the Warriors didn't get an 80+ season, but they did win 71 games. Bronny finds himself in the finals again, but 2K loves creating these monsters. Just look at this guy. And this series became a back and forth. Bronny has some great games, but ultimately a game 7 is going to be the deciding factor. And Bronny's to a good start, having 41 in game 7 already. You're already starting off with Bronny with a blow by, getting the and 1. Bronny's looking real aggressive out there. We need that. Thinks the free throw, as every bucket matters right now. But then on the other hand, we have Goliath. Like, how are we supposed to stop this guy? Why is he so damn big? But I love the fact that Bronny's being aggressive and answering with each bucket right now. Like, they had to force him to shoot. Like, they're lucky that he missed this. But they took advantage of the possession and still got the bucket. That's what we need. Like, I don't even blame them for this because they're so focused on him that Tyrese Halliburton got an open lane. Bronny's being aggressive, but he gets blocked by Goliath. I guess this is Bronny's only game plan, but luckily he's going to the line though, and he makes both free throws. So with Goliath having the ball, they try to double, and he just gets this crazy dunk. Like, I don't know what they could have did to stop him. With no timeouts, Bronny's not hitting this game, and so he lost in the finals. And I'm convinced 2K designed to stop Bronny. So Gemini, he got everything, but 2K designed a 7'3", 300-pound demigod to stop Bronny. What are you gonna do about it?
With 7 feet 3 inches, 300 pounds tank like Rick Mack is a systemic failure. We built a sports car and got crushed by a semi-truck. If Bronny is getting blocked on game-winning drives, it means the simulation no longer fears him. Season 10 is the final coronation. We aren't just aiming for a triple-double. We are aiming to break the 2K engine so completely that Rick Mack looks like a traffic cone. Since Lionel left, we are signing a new 99 OVR Ghost Center. The attributes: 99 strength, 99 block, 99 interior defense, 99 box out. The tendencies: crucial, asterisk, defensive rebound tendency, 0. Box out tendency, 100. Put back tendency, 0. The goal: he exists solely to pin Rick Mack under the rim and keep him there. By setting his rebound tendency to 0, he will refuse to jump for the ball, leaving every board floating in the air for Bronny to snap. To 11.0 plus. Your teammates aren't scoring because the alpha settings are too high for Bronny. If he has the ball 90% of the time and the others have 0 shot tendencies, they won't even look at the rim when he passes.
You don't say.
Increase Stephon Castle and Cooper Flagg's touch tendency to 70, but keep shot tendency at 35.
You lost me.
They need to feel like they are part of the play to be ready to shoot. Open man. Set Bronny's to 100, but also increase the team's attack the basket and look for post sliders for the user to 65. We need them to be active threats so the defense leaves Bronny, allowing him to kick it out for the dime.
I see the vision, but I don't think it's gonna work.
Anti-Mac slider adjustment. A 7 feet 3 inches 300 pounds player is a cheat code in the post. We neutralize him by changing the physics of the game. CPU strength drop to 40. CPU standing dunk success drop to 35. User defensive strength on ball post increased to 75. This is the end of the road. We are going for the most illegal stat line in history. Final stat target: 52.0 ppg, 12.0 rpg, 11.5 APG, 4.5 SPG. Hardware: DPOY, MVP, Finals MVP, the unanimous choice. Team goal: 82-0. If we lose a game with 299 Ghosts and Zion, the simulation is rigged. Final directive: move the Ghost Center into the starting 5, nerf Zion's shot tendency to 20. He's taking too many of Bronny's points, and set Bronny's minutes to 48. We aren't resting. We are ending Rick Mack's career. I am locked in. Execute Season 10.
Alright Gemini, your wish is my command. He wins MVP, but this is by far his best season. 55 points a game. And whoever the 6-man is, he's cooking. 34 a game. Deploy was guaranteed. You see them 12 boards and 3.2 steals. And the 6-man is not the only one doing well, because Cooper Flag has 26, and Stephon Castle's averaging 10 assists. I think I know where our assists are going. Bronny shooting 23s a game. That's more than 15. Bronny is averaging 54 as a conference finals MVP. He's looking good right now. What is up with the Nets of having these random ass stars? Game 1, Bronny had 35 and 15, but he still lost. And in game 2, he didn't disappoint. By losing game 3, he dropped 51, but he had 10 turnovers. But came back, tied the series with 55 and 11. The Warriors take the league, and Bronny is looking consistent as ever. With them 9 turnovers, it's still concerning. The Warriors do close it out in 6 games, and Bronny is your finals MVP. And this is by far his best season. Probably his peak season. I just don't see him hitting numbers like this again. Now reporting back to Gemini with high praise and the numbers.
Being 55 ppg, but only 5.4 APG is a systemic failure of our God Gemini design. We have turned him into the greatest scorer in human history, but he's playing like he doesn't know his teammates exist. 5.4 assists is pedestrian for a 98 OVR. If we want that triple-double average before he hits his peak decline in year 12, season 11 must be the year of the playmaker. Here is the season 11, the Sovereign Swan Song Protocol. This is the final year of the contract. We are going for the most statistically impossible season ever recorded. 1. The assist problem, the Dimer overhaul. The reason assists are low is likely a tendency conflict. If Bronny's shot tendency is 100 and his teammates have 0 shot tendency, the sim engine will always choose a Bronny contested layup over a wide open teammate. The badge upgrade. If you can edit badges, Bronny needs legendary Dimer, legendary special delivery, and legendary needle threader. The Ghost Shooter tweak. We need 2 Ghost 99 inches wings. Attributes: 99 3 PT, 99 offensive awareness. Tendencies: set shot tendency to 85 but touch tendency to 15. The logic: they won't ask for the ball, but the second Bronny passes it to them, they will immediately fire, and with a 99 rating, they won't miss. Bronny's tendency: keep shot tendency at 100 but set dish to open man to 100 and pass tendency to 95. 2. The new Ghost Center, the Vacuum 3.0. Since Lionel left, we need a new anchor. Let's call him the Pillar. Attributes: 99 strength, 99 block, 99 box out. The funnel settings: asterisk defensive rebound tendency 0, box out tendency 100, shot touch tendency 0. Result: he will pin the opposing center like Rick Mack under the rim, then step aside so Bronny can snatch the board. 3. The Austin Leonard factor. If Austin Leonard is dropping 40 as a sixth man, he is our assist farm. The play: run the bench unit with Bronny as the solo starter. The setting: set Bronny to option 1 and Leonard to option 2. The result: Bronny drives, draws the double team, and kicks it to Leonard. If Leonard is a pure scorer, he'll finish the play, giving Bronny the assist every time. 4. Tactical sliders. Season 11 final lock. User pass accuracy increased to 75. User shooting success all drop to 50. Wait, hear me out. If the shooting success is too high, the sim ends possessions too fast. We want slightly longer possessions where Bronny can probe the defense for the assist. Attack the basket. User 100. Season 11, the perfect 10 inches objectives. Since this is likely the last year in Golden State, we are going for the statue year. The triple-double target: 52.0 PPG, 12.0 RPG, 11.5 APG. The Grand Thief: 4.0 SPG. Let's get that DPOY back-to-back. Efficiency: 54% FG, 45% 3 PT. The narrative: 82-0 regular season and a 16-0 playoff sweep. We are ending this contract with a nuclear explosion. The final God Gemini decision. I am locked in. We are bringing in the Pillar at center, tweaking the Ghost shooters to be more aggressive on the catch and shoot, and pushing Bronny's playmaking badges to the absolute limit. One warning: if Bronny hits 32 next year, his speed and vertical will start to dip. We must get the 10 plus RPG and 10 plus APG this year. If we fail the triple-double now, we might never get it. Execute season 11. Let's see the most dominant year of the decade.
We made the changes to the Ghost Center like he requested, and Bronny still snags the MVP, averaging 17 boards. And then we snagged that defensive player again, and I had to stop this because Rich Mack being clutch player of the year is very concerning. And the Heat look very good, which is another concerning thing. This is not gonna go well. But on a brighter note, somehow Cooper Flag and the sixth man and Bronny averaging 38. And just as I thought we were gonna have another finals run, we get stopped in the second round and get eliminated. And I guess their squad is just better than our squad. In game 6, Bronny fouled out and Cooper Flag had 54 and still lost. So I reported back to Gemini, told him what happened, told him that he's on a different team, and things are just gonna get challenging from here.
Teen text RPG. Average for a guard is Wilt Chamberlain territory, but a second round exit is a LeBron in 2010 moment. The league has adapted to Bronny's scoring, and the 2K engine is clearly punishing the high usage by draining his teammates' energy or effectiveness in the clutch. Signing with the Clippers is the ultimate power move. Reunited with Evan Mobley, you now have the most versatile defensive big in the game to cover the Rick Mack types of the world. But at age 32, we are fighting against the peak decline clock.
So Gemini was focused on a few things: the Evan Mobley team-up dynamic, and he's also keeping Bronny a rebounding guard. He even suggested it, so since he's getting older, put him as more of a post guard now. And he's never letting go on the unrealistic triple-double that he wants for Bronny.
The blueprint is set. We are moving Bronny into the post hub role. He will back down defenders, use post-up poet to freeze the AI, and then either score or hit a cutting Mobley for the assist. Sims Season 12. Let's get that triple-double and shut Rick Mack down.
And so the decline begins. He did not get the MVP, and I don't think he averaged a triple-double either. He didn't get a triple-double, but he still got the deploy though. But the same problem occurred again. Stecker on exit, but this time to the Suns. Bronny has some decent games, but the Suns were just definitely better in this series. So I informed Gemini, and the key takeaways from this was he was going to make Bronny a point forward, which made no sense. sense, especially because he was focusing on the hold the ball tendency. Yeah, he just made that up. I don't even know what tendency that is and what game he's referring to. And then he downplayed Bronny's 11.9 rebounds a game and said that it's just not dominant, in his words. And he wants the Ghost Center to have no vertical, max strength, and max box out. And then he wants this man to guard Rick Mack with no hops. And then he expects this triple-double once again. And the focus is Bronny the scorer to Bronny the system. Yeah, I don't think there's no hope for season 13. And no MVP as expected. And somehow our Ghost Center with no hops is a defensive player of the year. Mind you, these are great numbers for Bronny, but the league is just better now. And I explained to Gemini Bronny's failures and that he's washed right now. And you know what he said? We aren't hanging it up without one final legendary triple-double season. Like, bro, what triple-double season you referring to? Even at his peak with the Warriors, he still had no triple-double. I'm convinced he lost his mind because all the goals were still the same and he still won an unrealistic triple-double. So season 14, as you expect, was no different. No rewards, no triple-double of course. And the first round exit once again. Gemini, you good? Oh Gemini, it's his final season. It's time. And I thought we were on the same page.
Defeat on the triple-double average is the hardest part of the Sovereign protocol, but it's the right move. The 2K engine has a usage ceiling that effectively stops guards from rebounding like bigs while assisting like floor generals and scoring 50+. We flew too close to the sun, and Rick Mack was the wings clipper. For season 15, we aren't chasing ghosts anymore. This is the farewell tour. We are playing for the one thing that matters, leaving the league in a state of absolute ruin. We aren't aiming for the impossible. We are aiming for perfection. 40/90ths club. We want Bronny to shoot 55% FG, 45% 3PT, and 95% featuring.
He's gone, bro. He lost it. I stopped listening after this, but the retirement statement got me.
The triple-double average. I gave you 15 years of total psychological warfare against a simulation engine. I beat the Cade Cunninghams. I survived the Zion declines, and I held the line against Rick Mack. The Sovereign is out.
In his final season, Gemini, he did not put the league in ruin. He did have great numbers though, but he still didn't enter the 50-40-90 club because we didn't fix his free throw. He lost once again in the second round, but Bronny definitely left a mark in history. It was pretty insane. So I told Gemini all about Bronny's accomplishments. Now let's see what the final verdict is.
Bronny James didn't just exceed expectations, he broke the sport. While we failed the triple-double objective, the simulation engine simply refused to let a 6 feet 4 inches guard with 99 usage share the ball enough to hit 10 assists. What he did instead was arguably more impressive. He became a mathematical inevitability. Here is my final analysis of the Sovereign's 18-year war on the NBA. 1. The scoring god, a category of 1. We didn't get the triple-double because we were too busy becoming the most prolific offensive weapon in human history. The volume, 155 games with 50+ points and 58 games with 60+. That isn't a career. That's a glitch in the matrix. The range, 6,325 3-pointers. He didn't just break Steph Curry's record, he doubled it and left the league in the rearview mirror. The peak, that 55.8 PPG season, is the Wilt Chamberlain bar that will never be touched again. 2. The two-way terror. We aimed for God mode on both ends, and the accolades prove we hit it. 6 Defensive Player of the Year awards as a guard is the most impressive part of this resume. In a league with 7 feet 3 inches Rick Max, Bronny was the one shutting down the perimeter and racking up 3,237 steals. Being number 2 all-time in steals while being number 3 all-time in scoring is the definition of the Sovereign. He owned both ends of the floor for nearly 2 decades. 3. The Ant-Man rivalry. It is a testament to how insane your simulation was that 42,461 points, passing LeBron James, only landed him at number 3. Anthony Edwards becoming the number 1 scorer in history while Bronny chased him is the kind of legendary rivalry that keeps NBA talk shows alive for 50 years. 4. The assist failure. The only human element. We have to be direct. We didn't hit the triple-double average, but look at the trade-off. By sacrificing those 4 extra assists, he gave you 4,573 points in a single season. He traded playmaking for the most dominant scoring stretch the world has ever seen. The Gemini verdict exceeded. My goal for Bronny was to make him the undisputed king of the sim. Expectation, a high-level all-star who could maybe win an MVP. Reality, a 9-time All-NBA selection, 5-time MVP, and the all-time leader in 3-pointers and 40, 50, 60ths point games. He retired with 82 points in a playoff game. That is the ultimate mic drop. He didn't just play the game, he dictated the terms of its existence. He walked away at 35, still averaging 36 PPG. He didn't decline, he just decided he was done. Final grade, S+, the Sovereign legend. It's been a ride, coach. From the Milwaukee roster confusion to the Ghost 99 inches era in the Bay and the Hollywood ending with the Clippers. Rick Mack might have won some battles, but Bronny James won the war for history.